We're here in Dubai visiting one of the largest, most expensive aquariums in the world. How much did you spend on this aquarium? A 10,000 gallon aquarium.
And there's a history behind it.
Do you think it was worth it? What's up guys, my name's George and today we are here in Dubai on the world's largest man-made island. It's called the Palm Jumeirah. It's so large you can actually see it from space. We're here with Steven from Top Shelf. He's our co-host today. This guy knows so much about coral and reef aquariums.
So this tank, guys, is absolutely massive. I could swim in it. It's huge. It's got beautiful corals, amazing fish. We'll see the filtration room.
And you guys are about to get a private tour. All right, let's head inside. Welcome to the most expensive and largest reef tank in Dubai.
This is the biggest aquarium in a private home that I've seen. 10,000 gallons.
Branson, your company BBK service and maintenances this massive aquarium.
Yes.
How big is this tank? How many gallons?
10,000 gallons.
10,000 total gallons. Do you guys do water changes?
Yes, once a month.
How much water do you change out?
10%.
10%? That's 1,000 gallon water change. Wow. How long is it?
18 feet.
18 feet.
Yes.
It's also partially a double-sided aquarium. So you actually can see the aquarium on both sides of the tank from two different viewpoints. How many different species of fish and coral are in this aquarium?
20 species, about 200 fishes.
Wow. So right off the bat, we see tons of tangs, anthias, chromis, clownfish. Is there an angelfish in there? And all these fish get along together.
Yeah, they've been here for 5 years.
There's a black tang. Look at him saying hi.
The black tang.
That's the most expensive fish in here, he was saying.
And how much is the black tang?
8,000 dirham.
8,000 dirham.
Yeah.
It's about a couple thousand US dollars.
Followed by gem tang. I think there's a 2 gem tang here.
There's 2 gem tangs. Look at the size of some of these corals. They're humongous.
Really, really cool growth. It's pretty much a full reef.
Steven is our expert aquaculturist. He's our coral collector. I don't know what other cool names we want to associate Steven to, but he does a lot of cool things with coral. Steven,
Yeah.
what are some of your favorite corals in the aquarium?
I would have to go to the bicolored frog spawn that has probably 100 heads. Rock anemone that is the size of both of my hands together is really cool and unique. I mean, all of it. It's really, really pretty. Yeah.
What do you think the value of all of the coral and fish in this aquarium is total? In USD?
I mean, that Montepora is this big. So, I mean, what value do you put on that? $30 for a little frag times 500. So it's a very difficult thing to really value, but octospawns, I'll give you an example. Just that is probably $100 a head. I mean, we're talking 60 heads, so that's $6,000. So I would probably say maybe 75,000. I mean, if you really start breaking it down frag-wise, it's gonna be a lot. The fish alone, 10,000, I mean, easily.
Thank you for breaking down some of the prices and explaining to the viewers just how much some of the fish and coral may be worth. We noticed right off the bat is that it's a glass aquarium. Glass is much more expensive than acrylic.
As I went like this, I said, oh my gosh, that is glass.
And so normally when you see aquariums this size, this large, they're made out of acrylic. Now, acrylic scratches really easily. And so the owner of this tank, clearly he went with the premium option, which is glass. How thick is the glass?
2 inch.
2 inches. Yeah. That means that the glass is bulletproof. Can the fish even hear me knocking?
No.
Have you ever had any problems with this tank?
Aptasia.
Aptasia.
Yeah, cyno.
Cyanobacteria?
Common issue for us. It's never ending.
That's all reef tanks. You know, it's always a challenge for us to have our reef tanks perfect.
So we opened the canopy just to light the aquarium. There's 32 Ecotech Marine Radion Gen 3 lights hanging over this aquarium. That's how much, Steven?
I think they were $800.
Times 32 lights.
Times 32, I don't know. Josh, put it right here.
Almost 30,000 US dollars just to light the aquarium. Basically, these are a specialized controllable light specifically designed to keep corals alive in a reef aquarium. That's why someone spends that amount of money. How often do you feed them?
Twice a day, in the morning, then in the evening.
Branson brought out the ladder, so we're going to feed all of the fish in the aquarium now. Look at them, they're all getting ready to eat. You need a ladder to get up here just to feed them. Are you guys ready for lunch?
You're teasing him, George. His lips open waiting for you.
All right, here we go, ready? We're gonna feed the fish in 3, 2, 1. Wow, and look how massive this maroon clownfish is. So many beautiful fish. You can even see a few more species came out from hiding. Got the flame angels.
Yellow forest wrasses, which are really cool. They literally dive inside the sand and sleep at night, so you won't see them. And then during the day, they wake up and pop out. Usually these guys are kind of mean, but when your tank is 10,000 gallons, you're able to school these fish together. They all have their little spots. They get along pretty well, and they're fed really well. That helps.
How old is this tank?
2017.
2017 is what, 5 years old? For a reef tank? Brand new.
All this coral here is grown from frag.
Every single one of these corals has been grown from a small frag.
Yes.
And so even like this coral,
It comes like this on the tank.
this big when you put it in. Wow. Do you think the corals grow faster because of how big the tank is?
Yes, correct.
The corals grow to the size of the aquarium.
Yeah. And the fish also is 5 years old. The owner, they like the anemone.
What kinds of anemones are these?
Bubble
Bubble tip anemone?
How long does it usually take to clean this aquarium?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Every 2 days. Yeah, on the glass.
How often do you guys come here and take
Once
care
a
of it?
week.
You come once a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the daily cleaning glass done by the local support here.
So Sanjay and Usha,
How's it going? I didn't even realise. I saw lots of shoes outside.
was this Sanjay's idea or your idea?
His idea. There's a history behind it. Trying to get that in the house. Were you there, Branson? There was like 20 people. It took 2 days to get it in without making a single crack. But let him speak about it.
Bring him in here.
Get him down here.
Hi, welcome everyone.
So you're the owner of this amazing aquarium.
Yes. Any feedback? Take all the compliments. Any complaints to Branson?
We love it.
It was always my plan to have somebody maintain it and do all the work so I could just sit back and enjoy it.
And you guys obviously have trusted someone very good to take care of it. How long have you been living in Dubai?
13 years.
And why did you decide to move here?
Born in London, grew up in London. When I started my own business, I wanted to live somewhere warm.
What business did you start?
I was in banking and finance and I had a hedge fund.
How much did you spend on this aquarium?
Manufacturing, shipping, installation, probably about $500,000.
Wow. Do you think it was worth it?
Oh yes.
Would you ever go bigger than this?
Yeah, that's the plan, yeah. So when I was young, like most kids, I had a goldfish tank and then I grew into tropical freshwater. I gave it all up. The movie Finding Nemo came out and then my kids really got into marine fish.
What's your favorite fish?
I would say it's the maroon clowns, the pair.
It might be the biggest maroon clownfish I've ever seen. I see a lot of music items in here.
We have 3 kids. The youngest has autism. We started a charity called Autism Rocks. Music concerts to raise awareness. First concert we had was with Prince, Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, Minaj, Guns N' Roses. We raised money for research. The main purpose really was just to raise awareness. So people would go away knowing that they came to see Ed Sheeran at the Autism Rocks Arena. I'm going to show them the filtration room in the pump room.
The filtration room, to access it, you have to go outside the house and around. Now that is a filtration room. This is the filtration room that sits behind the aquarium. When you walk in here, it might give some of you anxiety because of just how intricate and complex everything looks, but let's break it all down for you in 1 minute. Here we go. Right here, we have a massive protein skimmer. These can range from 1,000 to 10,000 US dollars. These are for flow pumps. This is a return pump. This is another return pump. Battery backup. So in case the power goes out, these are reactors. This right here is basically a computer system. It takes in data from the water, it calculates different parameters, and then it tells the other machines in this room how to balance the nutrients in the water and make sure all the parameters of the water are in check. So that computer then tells this machine to add more calcium, alkalinity, magnesium to the tank. These are basically massive bins holding water. Here's another reactor. This is another skimmer. And these massive bins basically are holding probably hundreds of pounds of live rock, and that holds beneficial bacteria. Then we even have a security camera to make sure that this doesn't flood in the middle of the night. But look how massive these pipes are. Look how much water is flowing through this entire room back into the aquarium. If you like this video, here is another amazing aquarium that I visited. Make sure to click on that. George, out. The next time that we visit like a nice aquarium, can you guys let me know what color socks we're supposed to wear? Because I feel a little bit left out that both of you guys are wearing black socks and I'm wearing white socks. Is this the middle?
Yep, nope, a little to the right. George.